Yeah, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys is doing absolutely great. Today, I want to share with you how to make this
Professional flyer design.
jumping into this. Let's check the intro.
Typography skills with creativity.
Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified when we post new videos.
So without wasting much of our time, guys, let's dive into today's tutorial. So the first thing to do is to determine our background size. So we'll go to the size. You can see the size there. This is a square size. That is 120 by 120. That is, the height and the width will be the same. After getting your size, then the next thing you need to do is to import the background you want to use. So take it for instance, I have my prepared background which I want to use. So I blur this, gotten it from a Pinterest, then blur it on PSCC a little bit to make it not obvious, so that whatever the object I place on it, it will be obvious. So after that has been done, then I got this particular shape as well. Then I modified and enhanced it a little bit using some light lens flare at the edge of it, you can see. Then blend it together using PSCC to make it work better. Then after position that, I want this to carry the name of this particular flyer. I mean the main, what the flyer is all about. After position that, I have this already prepared logo which I want to place at the top. God's West Family Chapel. So after position that, then we are almost there. I want to position all the elements one after the other to make everything fast. So after position that, then the next thing I need to do is to bring up all the images which I want to use. You can customize this particular design using image of yourself or image of anybody, as long as you have a legal right to that. This image of myself for tutorial sake. Then I want to position, I have this on my archive. It's been long I designed using this particular image. So I want to design the two using this image. Then after that, I want to centralize this a little bit so that there won't be anything showing at the back. So I will shift this a little bit. Okay, perfect. So after shifting that a little bit, then I will use the grid to say so it's well placed. After that has been done, then the next thing I need to do is to bring a shape. But before that, I will make sure that I lock this particular image, then go back to go and bring the shadow layer. So the shadow layer is this. I change the color not to black to make it look real. Okay, perfect. So after this has been done, then the rest is simple. There's a little change I want to do here. I want to move the two image up, so you can select them together, tap here, and you move it up a little bit. Perfect. So after you are able to move up a little bit, what we need to do next is to double. So I want to double this particular shadow. So I will copy it, then it has to be double like this, then bring this one down a bit. After bringing this down a bit, the rest is so cool. I will lock that as well, then go to my shape, put the opacity to 0, then apply a stroke, let it be something like 4. Crop it exactly the way I'm showing you, and I have a position around here. You can reduce the stroke to something like 2 to make it tiny a little bit. So you just need to position that here. Okay, perfect. So another thing that we need to do to create more space, after we are able to position this perfectly here, then the next thing we need to do, and we create a little space at the bottom, then we centralize it and move the image to the top a little bit. But before that, bring this one down a bit because I'm still bringing one object that will be stationed there. So I have an issue with these two particular image, which I need to still shift up a little bit. Okay, perfect. So after shifting the image up a bit, then I'm going to bring this particular shape which I already carved out. So position that around there, which you can see, which shows that I can bring this one down a little bit to make everything work. Okay, perfect. Now everything is being stationed very well. I will drop the link to all these materials, excluding the images. You can use image of your choice. Then after that, I want the image to rhyme in size. So I will shift this one. I will not let the head above my own head. After that has been done and everything is being locked, then change this color for this shape. You can change that to white to make it obvious. Remember, the background is dark. So placing dark upon dark is not making sense. When you are able to achieve that, then you go in there and you put in the right tab, Amazing Grace. So we have an amazing, put it here and turn it to capital letter. The font you want to use is called a Santos. So I want to use the Santos font. There are many, but I want you to endeavor to check the description of this video for you to be able to see the original Santos. Okay, so you can use any of this or you use this. So take it for instance, I prefer to use this Santos. Now for instance, everything is scattered like this, as you can see, as a result of looking for fonts. What do you need to do? You go back to three line dots and click recover autosave. Check for the last one, so you should be able to see your work back. You can now, the last actions will need to be on, you need to redo it. Okay, so I'm selecting this. So while I'm positioning this at the top, okay, then I will have the grace separately. Okay, so we get this to be edited. Amazing blessing. This should be able to work and station here. And when you look at it, it will work perfectly. Amazing blessing conference. So where are we going to place the conference? So I'm shifting this up, not let it touch the heading. Then I will now go into the text area. So where I put conference. This is cool, right? So go back to the font and use a font called Archivo. Okay, Archivo, Archivo. Then search it. You see varieties of it. You can select this. I already have it on my recent font, but I want you to see how I will do everything without hiding anything. So when you have this to be positioned, you might have an issue. What do you do when you have an issue with this? You can copy. Which font can I use again that will give me the exact sound? So I'm thinking of let's look for another font that will be tiny enough. But to save our time and save us from stress, we can do this actually. While we cancel this, first of all, we will reduce the size. So when you reduce the size, what else do you need to do? You have to space it. Nothing wrong in that. Space it like this, so you get an accurate result. But there should be a breathing space as well. Then you can adjust the image after you already try all your efforts. Okay, perfect. So now that you are able to do that, what you need to do next is go to the layer, have the two images being selected, then you bring them down a bit. You can see they still work. So when you bring them down, you're already creating a room for all the text to breathe and to be clearly shown. So now you bring this one down a bit as well, because the essence of visual design is to make sure that all the texts are readable and it is well placed. So when you look at this now, it's cool, right? So what do we need to do next? What we need to do next is to give it a fine color. So I want to try from here. While we select this, so let me switch in the color. This one will be at the middle, while I will have another one. So putting this at the middle, so click on plus sign to add more keyframe. Then you go to the color. So this is okay. Then you go to the color as well here. So you add this. So this should be deep a little bit. Okay. Why this will be lighter? Sorry. Why this will be lighter? So let this be lighter. Okay. Then you position it here. So the next thing I would suggest we do is to pick the circle one. So we click OK. So when you look at it, it's somehow amazing and go along with it. So another thing I want to do is to make it a more deeper. So I will select this, bring this one in and draw this in. So I will do the same thing to this one. Sorry. I will do it to this keyframe. So bring this one in and bring this one in. So then I will be able to see the style. Very cool. So I will go in there. I don't need to redo it. Just be position it. But I will check what is actually happening. So when you see it, everything is seem to be okay. So you click OK. Do the same thing to the conference as well. And another thing, that the conference might not even be circulated to all the area. So we can just change the color first. So the space in between the alphabet can be closed. So you cancel that at the top. So when you do that, increase the size a little bit. Use your relative position to position it to the center. So you have an amazing stuff. So move it up a little bit. Let there be space. Then there should be space between the text and the two image. So you can mark the two image and bring them down a little bit as well. So now we have cool stuff. Okay, we have the cool stuff. We give too much room to this. Okay, so bring that one up. While we'll be able to bring in up all the two mesh. Guess we are not wasting much time here, but we need to show you how perfect it should be while making this kind of a design. Okay, this is amazing grace, so we can shift it to the left by measuring. Okay, perfect. So you're looking at those shape. This is cool. Okay, this is cool. Okay, perfect. So another thing I'm thinking we should do, so this particular shape, we need to bring it. So when you bring it, what do you need to use it to do? So what I want to use it to do is to send it back. send it to the back, 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 send it to the back. I will copy it as well, then send it to the back. So when you send it to the back, it should be on top of this. I will show you what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is to try to cover something, but it doesn't work. So I will cancel it. Sorry, I will cancel that so that the place will be free. But thinking next to do, click OK. So after that has been done, then the next thing we can do at that juncture is to bringing all this up. Sorry, so marking this, all the three images should go up a bit. Okay, 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 perfect. So when we're able to do that, then we can bring this down. Okay, perfect. So now we can put in all the write-up that we want to use to make it look awesome. So now we have achievable. So you don't need to go and reselect, just copy. So when you copy, we have 11th. Okay, we have 11th of January. 11th of January. So everything will be in capital letter. Okay, everything will be in capital letter. We can reduce the size a bit, and we have it bringing down here. Reducing the size to something like, let's say 17. Then position it perfectly here, let it fit in. Then change the color to white automatically. Guess that what is being done, but need to be noticeable. So we go in there, select achievable that is bold enough. So picking this should be the best, and let there be space for you to see clearly. So if it is too small, we can increase it to 20, even 22. Then the space in between should be close. Then position it well. Now perfect. So now after that, then the next thing we need to do is to crop a shape like this. Position that around here inside this circle, just to make it obvious. So when you do that, we are not selecting anything anymore. We just copy from here. Done. So we go to the copy, then we have 5 p.m. Okay. So we position this to the center and we bring it down. But before we bring it down, we will increase the size a bit. Just increase that size. Go into the shape, the color. Change the color to red. And you tap on this. So when you tap on that, move it up. Just move this up. So move it up, it will be okay. Okay, fine. So now we are going to put the name of the church and the address. So we go to the copy, then we say church auditorium. You understand? Church auditorium. You can see. Then we are going to change the color to that. So we say 121, um, 121 LED, station LED, um, at river, okay, at a river, near South London, South London venue. Okay, perfect. So now that we have this, then the next thing we need to do is to go to the font. So we have the font to be changed, okay? While the top one will be the church auditorium, we carry the same thing. While we go to the other font, we change it to the one that is not bold, okay? So let's use achievable medium. Okay, which one? Or let's say Sphinny should be the one. So, okay, perfect. Perfect. So once that we have this, let there be space in between them. So when you create a space, you have this. Okay, perfect. So we can position that alongside here. So there is probability we change all the font we have used before. So when that one is there, then we can go in there and change this font to Sphinny. So we change it to Sphinny. This is Sphinny font. So when you change that, let it take a lot of space. So we change this to full January. Sorry. So I taught you before, when things change like this, go to recover to save and you click on the previous one. So you have your work. So the last action we just it will be undone. So you just need to do it again. So I want to use Penny for this one as well. So after using that, then I will reposition, then change this to January in full. January. Then the fifth and the shape will be moved. Okay, we just move that to the center. So when you look at it now, it gives us exactly what we actually wanted. So the space here should be a little bit stretch. Okay, perfect. So what I need to do now is to create a little space in between the 11th and so I will reduce a bit. So perfect. So now let's look at how the whole stuff look. So when you see it, we're able to achieve our aim. We can finish the whole stuff by putting the name of the pastor. So when we say we have pastor, we have pastor like so we can see here should be pastor like okay. So that should be here. So this we are going to scan that should be beside there. While we copy the same thing where we have Reverend James. We have Reverend James. There should be scam here as well. So what do we need to do? Centralize it. Well, I will centralize the pastel as well. It should be centralized. So now cool. So it could be at the same place, right? So let it be at the same place while this is here as well. So I can increase this a little bit to make the whole work done. So now we're done. And this is just a cool way. And the next thing is just put the theme. Okay. So the theme. So what I would do is go into the copy area. Then you go to the theme. Just type theme. Okay. Put colon. Then we go come here. Just drag this one down. Pick it at the center. Drag it to straight. Reduce the size a bit. Go to the color. Change the color to red so that I can fit in. We need to reduce the size a bit. Increase the size now since it's not up to. Now reposition to this place. So what do we need to do next? Since we are talking about the blessings, so we just say the Father's grace. The Father's grace. Okay, the Father's grace. The Father's grace. So you can see, right? So we are going to increase that and have it to position here. So go to the color, change the color to white. Increase the size a bit. Perfect. Reposition, make sure that it's centered very well. And we are good to go. You can just shift this one a little bit as well to make it perfect. Now we are done. Thanks for watching, guys. I believe we'll learn something from here. God bless you. So just have your work being saved at the center. Okay. Save it as an ultra. Okay. You don't forget that the PNG should be in format and the ultra as well. So thanks for watching, guys. God bless you.